Rockies, Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Bisons of Tokyo taking on the Denver Broncos. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
First play's a run with Nwangwu. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Another run now from Nwangwu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Yeti.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of of 16 and a Bronco first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Hurts. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Not the warmest starts throwing the football. He was 1 for 3, now 1 for 4 on the opening drive.
So getting him comfortable is the key. And for him, it might be different than what we think is comfortable. We're probably thinking swing passes, easy checkdowns. Some guys, they're better off throwing it downfield. That's what really loosens them up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
21.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Tiger Hornet. 73.
They go play action with Hurts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Able to power through. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go right back to the Wagyu. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Herbert now. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
No touch, touch. Crowd left, Yeti.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
No touch.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Good, son.
They'll swing this out to Tony. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. Chandler. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Broncos are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jones. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jalen Hurts scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Broncos will strike first here in this wild card matchup. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. to the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Herbert off of play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
63, 63, 63.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This ball deep for Tony. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
73, 73. 63, 63, 63. Time up, yes.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, Silver. Get it. Carl up, get it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This ball deep for Tony. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. 2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Call up Yeti. 73.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Play action. It's Herbert. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out, because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Herbert. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Down to the 10. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 19 yards away. And the Bisons have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach.
But boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Greedy Williams on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Chandler. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
63. Now let Yanni. Silver, shot. Miami.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Hey, 73. Hey, let's go.
Hurts going to keep it running right. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Hey, easy, 63.
They'll try and run it here. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mild, though, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Nwangu. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They run it with Chandler. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Ty Chandler, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, 83 yards. And the Bisons get a bit closer. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, a very important drive, leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Herbert now. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. 21. Ram.
Herbert throwing again. That's taken in by Palmer. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Handoff right side to Nwangu. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They snap it to Herbert. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bisons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. I love the look you just gave me, because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He did neither.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
An audible here to get a new look. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Here we go on 4th down. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's the longer. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Herbert. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Open man is Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here we go, 1st and goal. Right back to Duvernay, that's complete. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Go.
Herbert. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by Amber Thomas. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild.